Mayo ambulance assisted with the crash.
Well, groundbreaking this morning in Redwood Falls for a new state veterans cemetery. U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz were some of the notable people on hand. A 77-acre site is the newest location for Minnesota State Veterans Cemetery, and it's designed to serve 22,000 veterans, their spouses, and other eligible family members. A cemetery will open in 2023, will play a vital part for military personnel and their families.
But people should be near their loved ones. And that is this whole idea of making sure that our veteran cemeteries are throughout our state, and in particular in rural Minnesota, in southern Minnesota.
Update now on the status of the Chinchilla breeding farm down in Chatfield.
Last we spoke to Dan Moulton, the owner. He was being cited with hundreds of violations of the Federal Animal Welfare Act for his farm's conditions. Noah Kaplan spoke with Moulton today on the situation. So Noah, what is next for these animals?
Well, the main update is that under a federal ruling, Moulton's license has been revoked and that he can no longer sell his chinchillas to pet distributors and to research labs. For now, he can keep the chinchillas. We gave Moulton a chance to defend himself today.
I've invested 55 years into these chinchillas. These people want to shut down anything and everything.
55 years of selling chinchillas to pet distributors and research facilities. And as of last Friday, Chatfield resident Dan Moulton was stripped of these privileges by a federal ruling.
A federal judge ruled in favor of the USDA, found that Dan Moulton had committed more than 100 violations of the Federal Animal Welfare Act between 2013 and 2017.
His consequences?
And the judge declared him unfit to hold a license to breed and sell those animals to laboratories and to pet stores. She fined him $18,000 and she revoked his license.
Some of the violations the U.S. Department of Agriculture says Moulton committed.
For depriving animals of veterinary care that they desperately needed, for painful injuries, for severe illnesses, leaving these animals in cages that were rusty and that had broken sharp edges protruding in.
After denying us entry to his farm, we visited Moulton at his law office in Rochester. We were greeted by a mound of hate mail.
That's PETA hate mail. And with regard to it, these people, all they're doing is trying to stir people up that aren't aware of what's going on.
And many testimonials supporting Moulton's upkeep of his chinchillas.
These are people that have been in my facility. These are people that have observed what's going on. I've had good relationships with people for probably 35 years where I've supplied them.
So what happens to Moulton's farm, and more importantly, the chinchillas? For now, the animals remain under his possession, which leaves PETA Vice President Daniel Payton concerned.
Is now he is subject to absolutely no oversight whatsoever. For years, the USDA has been going in multiple times a year to at least check on the animals.
Moulton, a practicing attorney himself, says he is aware of his legal options.
If I appeal, I can continue to go and sell until the matter has been resolved, or I appeal that decision.
What he will do next is unclear at the moment.
Well, I can't tell you the justification because I haven't read it yet. I'm weighing my options on that right now. I'm inclined to go ahead with it.
PETA recommends that Moulton hand the animals over to humane organizations. One of the big issues Moulton says he has with PETA's investigation, Moulton actually hired a worker who he thought just wanted a job. Well, it turns out that worker was undercover with PETA to expose this chinchilla farm. Lots to talk about there, Tom and Caitlin.
All right, Noah, thank you.